Have you ever come to a dreadful path that you knew you had to take? Last week in The Darkness Part 1, I spoke about how our loss experience can come suddenly or with a warning. Both are just as devastating. No words can alleviate the pain. Now in my journey, I was faced with grief. It's natural to withdraw in mourning. It's uncomfortable and scary. It hurts. I knew I had to grieve, and I had to face the darkness. I hurt so bad and found myself in this very dark, painful place that I wanted to avoid. I have walked through loss many times in my life, so I'm familiar with the challenge. As I take myself back in the deep darkness of my pain to do these videos, it's such hard work, retracing my steps so you can relate or understand. I wish I could go from loss to shock to acceptance, but it doesn't work like that. We have to experience the dark and walk through the pain to gradually come to the light. The light is the feeling you want to experience more of: the hope, the happiness, the joy, the love, the peace. There are 5 stages of grief, and it started right away for me. The stages aren't experienced in any specific order and vary in intensity level for everyone, but it's important to walk through each as you feel them. Shock and denial. When my daughter called and screamed her brother was dead, I didn't believe it. I knew that it had to be a mistake and it couldn't be true. I was in shock. I still hear those words today. Nothing mattered or seemed important at that moment. Pain and guilt. It took about a year for my shock to turn into unbelievable pain, like it had just happened. It was almost unbearable. I felt guilt and remorse over things I did or didn't do. This was a very chaotic time. Anger and bargaining. I was angry with myself for allowing this to happen somehow. I was angry with the doctors for putting my handicapped son on addictive medication early in his life, as he struggled with addiction as an adult. We can talk about addiction and handicapped children as we continue this journey. Depression, reflection, and loneliness. My friends thought I had grieved long enough and tried to encourage me out of this stage. I would have been satisfied just to have stayed in bed for the rest of my life at that point. Daily activities were a struggle. I had no interest in doing anything or going anywhere. Thinking about the separation from my son and even thinking about the goodbye. The true magnitude of my son's death came right around the 2nd year for me. I felt alone and empty. I refused to say goodbye long after the funeral. It wasn't until the 3rd year, which is this year, that I feel more functional, like my mind is working again. The fog isn't all gone. I still cry and still have triggers. We will talk about triggers next week. Acceptance and hope. I accept the reality of the loss of my 4 children, but I'm not always happy. I will never return to who I was before, but I will keep moving forward, and perhaps it will keep getting easier. I'm okay, but my heart will always be broken. In the darkness, I feel deeply alone, even if someone is right beside me. We who have experienced loss need empathy, not sympathy. Now I hold tight to the memories, which is a treasured collection of both good and bad. Just as the thick clouds hang below the sun, casting their shadow. We know the sun is brightly shining above them. I keep my eyes open to the light, and every now and then I catch a glimpse of its brightness. Allow yourself to grieve as it comes over you, as it is a natural part of healing. This is Bridging Loss, where we build a bridge by linking to each other over the abyss of darkness. We connect with each other, we commit to the challenge, and we take one step at a time, changing the darkness into light. I invite you to join Finding Our Way, which is a private online support group. We share, we care, we support, we laugh, we cry as we take another step. The link to Building Lost Facebook page is in the description. Please join me again next week for In the Darkness Part 3 as we continue to take those painful steps closer to the light. Please share in the comments where you are from, and if you can, let me know what kind of losses you have had so we can talk about them. I would also like to pray for anyone who may have a prayer request. Be sure to ring the bell so you can get notifications of future videos, and thank you for stopping by.